We've got a story out of Bloomberg talking about Ford potentially considering ways to maybe spin off its electric vehicle operation. Now, according to their reporting, and they're citing people familiar with the situation who are not named, the CEO, Jim Farley, wants to, quote, wall off Ford's electric operations from the traditional car business, and has even considered spinning off one or spinning off the other. But it sounds like it's not imminent. Might not happen. It's just something that is sort of a topic of conversation there inside the automaker. Brian Sozzi, you've covered Ford pretty extensively here, and we've both talked a lot about their electric vehicle efforts, and they've emphasized them a lot. But I don't know how this works exactly if they did end up doing it.
It reminds me a little bit, Julie, of what we're seeing in the retail space where Macy's is getting pushed to sell off its e-commerce operations. Things like this are great on paper. They're great running through an Excel spreadsheet and you come up with a fancy valuation. But, in practicality, it's tough to see Ford slicing itself in half. It's Ford. They're making the same car, they're making cars. In many respects, they're using common parts between electric vehicles and regular cars. So there's a lot of minutia here to even consider before this would even happen. Now, what would make sense, Julie, is internally you can hive off those EV operations, allocate resources specifically to the EVs, so there's no sharing per se between the two companies. But still, this is not something that's going to happen overnight.
Definitely not. Well, we're going to keep an eye on it, though, and of course continue reporting on Ford's general efforts on this front, on the electric vehicle front in general.